six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Sit back to the back of the back of the grab a six-pack, sit back to the back of the back of the grab a six-pack, sit back to the back of the back of the grab a six-pack, sit back to the back of the back of the grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 200 of the Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. I'm your host, as always, Tyler. And joining me, we have the man, the myth, the legend himself. We have, I hit my mic, Colonel Gables. What's up, buddy?
Oh, just fascinating. Just really, really good and fascinating. But
cool.
Yeah, it's been sort of like a rough week in terms of the work because of, it's just because everything's starting to become a little bit more quicker, more agile and stuff. And, just me trying to keep up with stuff is, it's sort of a pain in the ass. But other than that, though, I'm mostly playing Zelda this week, so I am fucking fantastic.
Well, that's good. Also join us. We have, I don't want to use the same joke over again. The man down under, but I'm going to. Troy, what's up, buddy?
The man down under. Last time it was the guy from the south. Either way, from New Mexico. And what's the business? Yeah, no, everything's good.
Okay. That's good. Good week then?
It's all right. Yeah. No, it is what it is. I mean, it's been a crazy time in general. Dealing with school and everything. Graduation coming up. Grades and classes not doing what I anticipate them to do. Looking for a job. All that stuff just piling up. It's been pretty stressful, but living life, man. Living life.
Well, that's good. Go live to the fullest. But also, someone's coming back after being gone for the last few weeks. He once had a menage a trois with 2 female apes. He's the baddest man alive. Justin.
He is the only orangutan.
What's up, buddy?
What's up? Everything's horrible.
That's good, I think.
No.
Okay.
No, everything's going good. Only thing horrible is I might be coughing. I've had like a cough for like 3 weeks now.
That's good.
Hawking up loogies, all that fun stuff. But yeah.
It isn't horrible.
Good.
This is the 200th episode of the Drunk Dash Nerds podcast.
Yes.
That is
yes.
decidedly not horrible.
Yes.
So everything's coming up Millhouse.
Yes! I was going to make the same joke. Yeah. That is. That's good. A lot of bad things, crazy things going on right now.
How you doing, man?
Doing all right. Doing okay. It's the weekend. I got today off. Today's Saturday. So that's nice. Getting a Saturday off is a rarity anymore around here for me. So enjoyed that. Went to go play Frisbee golf this morning with Justin. We hung out for 9 hours and did not play Frisbee golf. We went there. We
were at the course,
but
we didn't play any Frisbee golf.
Literally let like 100 people go.
Yeah. We stood there for 4 hours and talked about Zelda at the first hole. And
Oh my fucking god. How nerdy is this
Yeah.
shit? You go out for some physical activity and you're at the first hole and all of a sudden it's like, hey man, that fucking Zelda dungeon, man, that was really fucking cool.
Did you guys just whip out your Switches right there and start playing?
No, that's like
we whipped out our beer.
We did. We drank a few beers doing that. But
I see your Switch is as big as mine.
Yeah. Dog's barking for some reason. Yeah.
Big as mine.
So, that was the only thing we didn't do is whip the Switches out right then and there. Should have. Let me think about that.
That'd have been a good Nintendo commercial.
Yeah, would have.
You had to edit it.
Yeah. No.
For sure.
No, I don't do that. It's too hard. Requires me learning things. But no, we did that, and then after about 4 hours of sitting there, we're like, I'm hungry. We started talking about food and Zelda and cooking, and then it led to us being hungry, and we ended up going to Applebee's and talking more about Zelda. So that was kind of our day. But no, like Troy was mentioning, it is the 200th episode of the Drunk Dash Nerds. We've been doing this show for nearly 4 years now.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Missed 1 week in that time, so that's cool. I don't have anything big special planned for the show, but there is a. I actually went back and I listened to episode 100 over the course of the week, and I kind of listened like, what did we do for episode 100? And actually, we just talked about some of our favorite moments from the previous 99 episodes.
Cool.
So I actually kind of was thinking back to some from episode 101 and on. I know Troy just joined us like 190, but I have a little list here of things, just some fun moments.
Walk down memory lane.
Yeah, from episode 101 and beyond. And I was going to go through them real quick if you guys don't mind.
Do it.
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead.
We had the one episode called Two Gingers and a Gaby. That was because I'm a ginger, obviously, and Jake was drinking a ginger whiskey, and then, of course, Gaby. And then that episode where after Justin and I did a Mario Kart 8 tournament, and we played it in the Wells Fargo Arena, and I destroyed like 12 little children in their hopes and dreams, and on my way to the finals and finished third. I got to play the game in the middle of the Jumbotron, in the middle of the basketball court.
Yeah, and the winner of the whole thing was the guy I went against my first round.
Yeah.
That sucked.
And he was the only one, we all had to use...
And I was using a Pro Controller, which I never used when I played.
Yeah.
Which isn't no excuse.
Yeah, but no.
It was definitely different. He got to use a Wii U gamepad.
He got to use the gamepad right next to the console, and we played all the way up on the
that was fucked up.
400 feet away from the controller, or from the console, and we fought lag the entire time, and he destroyed all of us. But I got third. That was pretty cool. I beat another child, and he finished fourth, and he got nothing. And I got some crappy Naruto game code for Xbox One, which is still sitting...
I shut down some random kid.
Yeah. he cried to his mom. And many other little children did too. In 2015, during the summer, when we didn't have anything to play, Jake, Gables, and I played through the entirety of Destiny. We talked about our Destiny gamer nights there.
Sorry.
I don't know if that's a good moment, but the show nearly ended one night. It got so heated between Gables and Jake.
True story, actually.
Heated as in... anger?
Like they were fighting each other?
Yeah, there was a
like
little bit of anger and arguing going on.
In the recording or in the gamer night?
In the gamer night, and we talked. It kind of spilled over into the podcast, and then of course adding Justin. I think like episode 109 or 110, 110 actually, and then obviously adding Troy here about 190 or so. So also this one's kind of a sadder note, but my dog Gertie of like 13 years, she passed away, and I was really bummed and just feeling down. And then the very next day, Gables and I recorded a podcast, and it was the first time I felt good again in that time. That based on the few weeks, because she got sick and then passed away. Moving on, the time we were talking about Nintendo, talking shit about Nintendo, and every time we talked crap about Nintendo, a plane flew over my house.
I loved listening to
and
that.
We were making a joke about it was Bill Trenton coming to come get me.
Bill Trenton.
The time Gables and I made fun of Jake for playing Honeycam Studios, and he got mad at us. Anytime I made Jake mad is a great moment for me. That time Gables suplexed Jake into the Aurora Borealis. That was funny. The time we did this past August when we made our 30 greatest games of all time list and did them on the show. That was fun. Got 3 weeks off. That was cool. The birth of Colonel Gables. Justin did that one. That was just actually not too long ago. Going back to Drunk Dash Nerds. And also, my favorite show every year to do is the Best of the Year list. And anytime we do those. So those are some of my favorite moments of the last 99 episodes.
Cool.
I don't know if you guys have any you want to share. But
Can I say my favorite moment so far?
Yeah.
That I can remember right now.
Yeah.
It keeps coming back to me. Is the one we did, the Halloween one.
Oh, yeah.
Where we just talked about Halloween and scary stories and stuff.
Yeah, we sat in the dark.
I really remember we all had cool, interesting stories, but like I remember Gabe specifically. You talk about some story, like a short story, like some woman or someone going into the woods and seeing like a big group of people.
Oh,
they
yeah,
weren't
that's
saying
right.
anything.
Yeah.
And like it was the way he was saying it and talking about it was
Yeah.
like
I think that
it just
was
creeped me out. Like in a good way, like just like, oh, cool. Because I don't really feel creeped out ever hardly anymore.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
nice to feel creeped out.
I don't know what number that is, but it's our Halloween episode of 2015. Is that one? I was scrolling through, looking at some of our notes for some episodes, and that was one.
Because we missed it this year. I was like, oh shoot, we totally missed doing like a Halloween episode.
Yeah, we didn't have an official Halloween one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some cool moments.
I really like that one episode where Tyler went back and talked about some of the best moments from episode 101 through 200. That was really sweet.
Yeah, that was.
I made a top 10 list. That was like 12. So I didn't quite.
Probably, I mean, in the last 10 episodes, one that stands out was the one where we had the discussion about the guy who ended up finding a switch that fell off the back of a truck.
Yes.
And the whole back and forth about how Nintendo was gonna off the guy.
Yes,
that was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
You take our switch, we take
Nintendo
your leg.
Mafia, dude. That was probably one of my favorite ones from recent memory too.
Yeah.
But of course, the whole Birth of Colonel Gables thing, because that was just kind of funny as shit, and I was kind of out of left field. I was like, what the fuck? It's like, of course, the time I made Jake rage quit after I did my Wrestler of the Week thing was like fucking John Cena.
Yep.
And I just hear Tyler just bursting out laughing like he couldn't contain himself, and all of a sudden like, we actually finished that podcast.
The time you talked crap about that Dragon Ball Z game.
Yes, that
was
Dragon Ball
funny.
Z Legacy of Goku. I told him point blank, I was like, that game was fucking shit because I played that as a kid and I absolutely hated it because of how bad it was. He got so offended that he actually went back and played the game, and he was like, "Oh my god, you're right."
So bad.
Yeah. Making Jake mad on the podcast is fun. We need to get him back on here and just make him mad. We'll do that one of these weeks. Yeah. No, it's good times. Good time. A lot of fun on this podcast. I think, at least I think so. I have fun on this podcast. I don't know about the listeners. I don't really care.
No.
I just want it's just fun to do.
No fun for them.
Yeah.
By the way, thank you for listening to us.
Yeah. Thank you. By the way, leave 5 stars.
For putting up with this bullshit.
Subscribe. Tell your friends. Yeah. But, 200 episode. It's very cool.
It is cool.
Coming up on our 4-year anniversary here, a couple months out. But anyways, let's switch up. It's a little bit of video game talk here. We're going to be talking about, we all played the same game, like the last month or so. But, Troy, you've been playing something else? And
so I think I made a big mistake.
Okay.
So when I shipped off my Joy-Con, I was like, oh, I don't have anything to play last weekend. So I was like, oh, I'm going to fire up a new game on the Vita, which I chose to fire up the Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1, which is a remake of the original Hyperdimension Neptunia game, which I discussed last week. It's a JRPG about the console wars, where you're basically this Neptunia girl who is a goddess who represents the Sega land, which is called Planet Neptune or something like that, and you're in a battle with all these. Well, basically, this girl basically lost her memory. You fell from the sky, lost your memory, and you're trying to figure out what's going on. But sabotage, console wars, blah blah blah. Right now, I'm actually in La Station, which is basically the PlayStation land, and I'm just got through facing off against Goddess Blackheart, which is the goddess that represents the La Station, which is a very thinly veiled PlayStation land. In fact, one of the enemies that I've been fighting in the recent dungeon literally looks like a PlayStation 4 with a dog face, even though I think it's called a Per 4, so it's supposed to be a cat, but it absolutely looks like a dog. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, so I played that, and the thing is I got into that, and so now my Joy-Con came in on Monday, and I plugged it in and made sure everything worked okay, and so I played maybe 10 minutes of Zelda this week. So that was the mistake that I made, was that I got into another game, and now I feel like I have to see this game through, because I don't think this is a game that I can set aside for a while and then come back to and remember what the hell's going on. Whereas Zelda, I'm not far enough into it yet that makes a big enough difference to me. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and see Hyperdimension Neptunia through, just to get that out of the way, and that way I don't feel like I've completely thrown it out. So that's okay. I mean, it sucks because Zelda's sitting there on the back burner, but I know it's there. It's gonna stay there, and it's gonna take me months to finish that game anyway, so I don't feel too bad about that. So also the other game I played this week, Friday morning, I Skyped with my daughters in Italy, and my youngest, for Christmas, I sent her a 2DS, which has Mario Kart 7 built into it. So during our Skype call, it was pretty dope because we just basically played multiplayer Mario Kart 7 with each other from like 6,000 miles away, which was really cool, a lot of fun. She kicked the crap out of me. She's 9 years old, and I've never been so proud than to be just straight up demolished by my 9-year-old daughter playing Mario Kart 7. So, awesome. I mean, the last like 3 or 4 weeks that we'd talk, she'd update me on how she was doing because she was working through to unlock all the characters, which I haven't even done. So in Mario Kart 7, to unlock all the characters, you have to beat all of the different courses or the different cups in the 150cc, and I don't think I've actually gone through to beat them in 150cc, so I don't have all the characters unlocked, and she does, and so she's super proud of that, and I'm super proud of her for doing that. And then yeah, she was like going around and picking all the tracks, and she was just straight demolishing me on everything. Rainbow Road's one of her favorites, and I just can't stand Rainbow Road. So, but it was a really good time. Like her and I spent like an hour Skyping. So like I had her on the big screen because I was using my Xbox One with the Kinect to Skype. So basically I can, she's on my 55-inch TV in the living room, and I'm just kicking back on the couch playing Mario Kart with her on the 3DS, which was like super dope and probably just a really awesome opportunity for me to spend some quality time with my daughter from 6,000 miles away. Awesome. But yeah, that's what I've been playing. So yeah, I mean, Zelda's the it game, and I know we're going to talk a lot about it, but I haven't gotten very much further in it, like literally maybe 10-15 minutes just testing out to make sure the Joy-Con worked and everything like that, which it does. So real happy about that. But yeah, that's what I've been playing.
That's cool, man.
Nice. That is awesome.
I like that. Yeah, it's really cool with the whole... I'm curious though. So did you buy the 2DS here in America and send it and ship it to her, or did you buy it like? Yeah. Okay.
I got it. So they got pretty tough to find. Kind of late last year. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I ended up getting it from Nintendo refurbished for like $200. Or I think it was like $200, but then I think I got it on eBay. Nintendo refurbished from eBay, and I think there was like a special like $30 off coupon or something like that was going on at the times. I ended up getting a pretty good deal on it, and yeah, so I just got it, and then I ordered a bunch of other like Nintendogs and stuff, other games that I thought she would like, and then I just threw them in a box. And I mean, I think I had to send her sister some presents and stuff too. But I mean, typically what I'll do is I'll order something from Amazon and just have it drop shipped to them there, because that's super easy with Amazon Prime. I mean, it's not 2-day shipping obviously, but like they handle everything, because you got to ship it to the APO there, because I mean they don't live on the base, so like the mail goes to the base and then they just end up picking it up and taking it home. But the 2DSs got real hard to find for a while, and it's funny too because I went to Target the other day and they actually had plenty of them in stock, but for some reason at the time when I was looking for one for her Christmas present, she was nowhere to be found. She had a regular DS, a DS Lite, that she had left on the school bus one day, and obviously it disappeared. So I wanted to replace it anyway, just so she would have something to play. Yeah. And so I figured the 2DS would be a really good thing for her, and she's really enjoying it. And it was, like I said, super awesome being able to play online multiplayer Mario Kart 7 with her from 6,000 miles away, and all the while, just having her up on my big screen because I was using the Xbox to Skype. So it was just super, super dope. Great experience.
Yeah, that is cool. That's awesome. But yeah, anybody played any other games the last few weeks? Or
I'll chime in real quick. It's kind of similar to his story. I was playing with my daughter as well, who's 5. Mm-hmm. I finally found an NES Classic. I've been wanting to get one for her for a while now. I've been able to find one. Christmas, her birthday came around, which was in February, and I finally found one like 2 weeks ago. And hooked into the TV. The cord is very short, but we set it up so she can actually play it, and she likes to sit closer to the TV anyway, so you might tell her that she shouldn't. She still likes to go.
Extension cables for those aren't too expensive. I think I paid like $10 for a couple of extension
we're gonna
cables.
get one. Yeah, definitely gonna get one.
Before that, I think I've got like a 10 or 12 foot HDMI cable, so I hooked that up, and I just had the console sitting like next to me on the couch, rather than have the console way over by the TV. The console is literally next to me.
You could like easily change the game and everything too. She was kind of excited about it. You know, she wasn't super excited. I gave it to her and everything, but like she's like, I want to check it out. So we plugged it in, hooked it up everything, and she played some games. She liked Dr. Mario. She played that quite a while, and she likes the
My
music.
wife
She
loves
likes-
Dr. Mario.
Oh,
That's her
I love
favorite
that game
game on
too,
the
actually.
NES Classic.
That's cool. Yeah, it is fun on there. She played like quite a few games I've never even played. I can't even remember the names right now, but she played Mario. She likes Mario, but it's like kind of hard for her. Like she just doesn't get into it as much. She likes the 3D Mario, the 3D one.
Oh.
But eventually she'd been watching me play Breath of the Wild, and she's like obsessed with it. Like she just loves it. She like knows Link, Zelda, all the characters and everything. She's known about those for a while because I have stuff like hanging up and everything. But I told her this. I pointed like that's the original Zelda right there, the very first Zelda ever made. And so I told her the sequel is right next to it there, but I want you to try out the very first Zelda. She's like, okay. She's all excited, and she played it. She walked to the cave, took the sword from the old man. And at first she walked into the cave, and she was scared to go close to the old man, which to me is super cool, because she's like, her imagination. She feels like it's like in
Stranger danger.
Stranger danger, yeah. And I'm like,
job,
that's
Justin.
okay. Let's go ahead and grab the sword. And she grabs it, and the dude just disappears. And she's like, looking at me, what the? And it was just so cool, like that little moment right there. Then, she's never played this game. She goes to the next screen. Never really played many video games, just like Mario Kart a little bit here and there. And I told her which button to push to swing her sword. And she's just like going from screen to screen, just like killing enemies. Like Tick-Tites, I think they're called, and like...
The spiders?
Yeah, those little jumping spider
Yeah.
things. And yeah,
Any ropes?
she hasn't... I'm not sure.
I think the bats.
Oh yeah, because they messed with the name.
Yeah.
The keys. Yeah.
Oh, keys, yeah.
Yeah, they named them something weird, like rabbits or excuse me, a cough here. So she played that game like off and on, like probably like 12 times. She'd wake up early in the morning and play it. Right now it's disconnected because I'm trying to get her a TV into a room so she can play it up there.
Oh.
And yeah, she really wants to play it. Like tonight when I was leaving, it's not hooked up. She's like, I just really want to play it. I should have plugged it in before I left, but it's like about time for her bedtime. So yeah, it's just really cool seeing her play Zelda. She hasn't found any temples or dungeons yet, but I told her that there's things out there that exist that are different than just running around.
So do you have her using save states so she can save her progress? That way she doesn't have to start over again every time?
Actually, no. She just kept doing the same thing over and over again. But I did tell her we're going to have to start saving and everything.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
it's
that's
weird.
probably my favorite thing about the NES Classic Edition is being able to use the save states. Like my wife and I use that for Dr. Mario. It's like, we finish the level and we'd save it. That way, you don't have to worry about starting all over again. So we've actually completed that game, a lot easier than having to do it in one single run. So those save states really help, and I could see that being really good for something like Zelda.
Yeah, definitely. Luckily, it saves like her name that she makes. She put her name in there.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, it saves that every time, but like it's always like the very beginning. You gotta go talk to the old man. But I really like real quick just about the console. I think it's really cool. It's really tiny. Everyone says it's tiny. Once you see it, it's like holy crap, that thing is small. Even though you've seen pictures of it and stuff.
Yeah.
But I love the layout. Like when you turn it on, like the menu and everything. You can change like the way it looks, like old pixels and like perfect pixel mode, scan lines, and like actually I think the one it's set on when you first get it, like the one in the middle, the regular one looks the best. It looks really good, but almost too good, which I guess is why some people would prefer like the scan lines. It looks kind of weird, like almost like. Damn,
It's not like you
that
remember
looks
it because
good.
you don't have the scan lines and all that.
Right, exactly.
It's an HD.
Yeah, it's just it changes it in some weird way. It doesn't like make it bad. It's just like, damn, it looks like too weird.
HD
It's
scan
like playing
lines,
it's like playing the Mario Maker levels from the first Mario Brothers, where it's like it's just like the Mario you remember, but it's like super crisp and 16:9. It's just like,
Exactly.
whoa, this is kind of weird.
Yeah, that's true. So it's really cool. Totally worth it for us. I'm glad that she finally got one because I wanted her to check it out. I didn't know she'd even play it. especially after seeing me play a game like Breath of the Wild or something like in 3D World and newer type games.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that she is. That's cool.
That's cool.
And she's excited to play it.
Yeah.
That is cool.
So I'm glad, yeah. Sometimes it's hard for people to jump back, you know. So that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, besides that, I've been playing Zelda Breath of the Wild. But yeah.
Well, cool, man. Well, should we just jump on into the Zelda then?
I would like to say something before we get into that.
Go ahead.
I've done stuff other than play Zelda. I actually decided to go forth and I got rid of the Xbox One S along with all my games for some credit over at GameStop because I want to play a bunch of the stuff coming out this year. And because of how much of the exclusives I want are on the PlayStation 4, I am not going to touch the Xbox in quite a long time. So, what I ended up doing is, I traded all that stuff in. I got a year's worth of PlayStation Plus, which I wanted to renew it anyway.
I renewed just this last week because I was running out and I didn't want to pay the premium
Agreed.
for actual like auto renew.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think a deal popped up where I paid like $47 for a new year.
Oh, I know. I mean, I never
that.
put credit card like things on those services anyway because of the whole PlayStation Network outage that happened in 2011. I mean, that was the last time I had credit card stuff like actually registered onto a console. I usually use the prepaid cards, but anyway. Not only did I do that, but I actually pre-ordered and paid off in full Persona 5, so I'm going to be getting that this Tuesday.
Awesome.
I have
good reviews.
Yeah.
I now have Horizon Zero Dawn.
Also
I will be
awesome.
starting that pretty soon. And the last portion of my store credit, which I kid you not, I had like at least $260 something worth of fucking store credit, and I managed to not only get Horizon Zero Dawn, but I rebought Uncharted 4, which I fucking love Uncharted 4. But
me too.
I got two other exclusives. I got Ratchet and Clank and Until Dawn. All of those games.
All of those games.
Dude, all of those games and stuff, like, man, Uncharted 4 was like $20 pre-owned, which I'm surprised about since I still see it for like $60 new. Amazon has it for like a little bit cheaper, honestly, but yeah, I just wanted to get all that going forth. But I also got a points card, a Nintendo points card for about $50, and I used that towards the eShop on the Nintendo Switch. So not only do I have Zelda, but I went forth and I downloaded the Shovel Knight game, the whole DLC stuff. I got Blaster Master Zero. And since I had a little bit left, I decided to invest in King of Fighters 98, since I never actually have played King of Fighters game.
Cool.
So here's what I've been actually playing on the Switch other than Zelda. I tried out the Shovel Knight, like the whole total package that it has with the DLC and everything else.
Treasure trove or something?
It's like a treasure trove set. I decided to do it like on handheld mode, which I quickly learned by going through, like, experiencing going through the Switch. I can download from almost any type of Wi-Fi spot. I mean, I was literally waiting outside of Safeway one day, and I just connected it onto the Wi-Fi, and I not only redeemed my points card after coming back from the other town and stuff to get my stuff traded in. I not only did that, but it downloaded all my games quickly. So I had like 2 of my 3 downloadables already done before I even got home, which that was amazing. But I tried out Shovel Knight, like Treasure Trove or something like that, and the game plays really well. I mean, I'm really surprised how crisp the screen of the Switch is. And also,
did you play Shovel Knight on another console
yes,
before?
I have. I've actually have.
Okay,
I
cool.
have the Wii U version. I have the digital Wii U version, and because I'm such of like a fan of that game, even though I've never beaten it, I actually have the physical copy on Wii U as well. I mean, I got that one not too long ago. I love those type of games.
Yeah, no doubt. I really liked it. I thought about getting the amiibo for Shovel Knight because I enjoyed it so much, even though I didn't play it on the Wii. I actually played it on the Vita, but like, yeah, it's a great game.
Yes, it is.
Does the amiibo work on the Switch version? Do we know? Because I do have the amiibo for that.
I think the amiibo does work on the Switch version. I mean, it would pretty much. I think it would have to, because the NFC reader's inside the right Joy-Cons slot.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if it does the 2-player co-op mode. or if it's already in the game
I'm not sure.
without the.
I don't know. We have to test that out
But-
just in order to make sure. But
Yeah.
I decided to go forth and not only test out the regular controls for like handheld mode for the Nintendo Switch, but I decided to see how the gameplay actually worked for docked mode for some games. It was so cool just playing games like, say, King of Fighters 98 with my Pro controller. Because, oh my god, that controller, man, that feels really smooth. It's definitely one of the best controllers I think I've played with in like quite a long while. You know, the buttons are all nice and huge. The controller is just like wide, and I can actually grasp my hands like around the controller itself, like just doing all sorts of input commands and this and that. It just feels natural. It doesn't feel like I have to scrunch my hands and stuff like that to fit, you know, just to try to like you know, just get comfort on the controller itself. Because, you know, sometimes with the Joy-Cons and stuff, you gotta scrunch your thumb in order to try to, like, maintain control, say, of the left joystick sometimes, or the right joystick, because of how, I don't know what it is. I think it's, like, a little bit higher than normal on the right Joy-Con, because the home button is supposed to be placed somewhere, you know, in the close vicinity, but...
I think the issue that most people have with that right Joy-Con is that the face buttons are immediately above the analog
Yes,
stick,
they
so
are.
they feel like they've got to kind of arch their thumb in an unnatural position to hit those face buttons without hitting the thumbstick.
I know, that's one of the main reasons why I don't play it in, like, handheld mode too often. I mean, I do whenever I'm, like, out and about and stuff, but I think one of my preferred things is to go forth and just use the Pro Controller on my TV, because the damn thing is just, it just feels natural that way. I'm comfortable, I have my recliner with me, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna play a little bit of King of Fighters. Alright, that was fun. But, yeah, you know, overall, the rest of the week has been playing bits and pieces of Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. And, oh my gosh, holy shit, I have gone through... Let's see. With the exception of last night, I've been playing that game off and on since last Saturday. I've gotten through 16 shrines, I want to say.
Nice.
I mean, the shrines, those shrines are really fun, you know, because you don't know exactly what's going to be inside each one. I mean, I managed to go forth and find a shrine not too long ago where it's indicative of another shrine that's so close to it in the mountains.
Oh, yeah, I love that one. And it tells you at the beginning, it said one is the solution to the other,
yes.
and vice versa. Yep.
You found that one time?
I have not found that one.
That one was so cool.
I actually went and drew, like I took a pen and pencil and I drew out the pattern, because then I was like, I've got to go find the other one, and I went and found the other one and I drew out the pattern on that one and then swapped the patterns. Yeah, it was awesome.
After it said
Exact same thing, man.
The shrines are my favorite part of that game by a long shot.
No shit. I mean, that's definitely one of my favorite things to do, is just go through and just find another shrine. As a matter of fact,
That's so cool.
As a matter of fact, you know, as I was going through exploring the land, because here's what I've been doing. I haven't really been focusing on the main quests as much. I mean, I have gone to the Zora domain. I have gone through the, you know, met Prince, what was his name? Sidon and stuff like that.
Sidon, yeah.
And I know I'm at the point where I can take down that big ol', like, behemoth and stuff like that spouted
Ruta.
Elephant?
Yeah, Ruta.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to go through and figure out, like, on top of, inside of, like, Ruta yet, but I just pretty much have been going through and just exploring all the different landscapes, because I'm generally curious what's in the overworld. I mean, I've encountered, like, a bunch of, like, crazy things. I mean, one of my first instincts was to try to go through and see if I could try to find any other towers or shrines, and stupid me, the first time I actually ventured out with my glider, I tried to go to the central tower, which I later found out was, like, surrounded by
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, it was surrounded by these fucking guardian heads and stuff that shoot lasers. So here
That
I
one
am.
took me a
What are you
while.
talking about?
So here I am, like, I've just gotten out of doing all those, like, shrines and stuff, the 4 shrines on the main little hub thing before you get to your little glider, and I go through the central tower because it's the most, like, visible one that was closest to me. And as I'm going forth, not only do I have these 4 guardian, like, heads just going through, just shoving laser, because I took a better part of 10 or 15 minutes just to try to figure out, oh, hey, maybe I can climb it this way. It's like, nope, this thing's gonna shoot me right off. And,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, it's like I try to go like right, and all of a sudden I hear this strange music. It's like, what the fuck is that? All of a sudden I see this large guardian just go rushing towards me. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Every time I hear that music, I just look around. If something's running towards me, I'm like, oh no, no.
Yeah,
It's that same music from the first reveal trailer they ever showed of this game, isn't it? When that one's chasing them.
I don't remember the music. I just know every time one's chasing me. I had one actually chase me for about 15 minutes halfway across the goddamn map. They don't stop. It's just, they're really relentless. It's like a fucking polar bear. Like, it will fucking...
They're quick, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was, like, doing everything. I was, like, zigzagging to hide behind trees. Chased me all the way through the woods. Yeah.
They
Finally killed me.
They are fucking
Yes.
relentless, man. They will not stop until they kill you. I mean, that is just a
Fucking
number
fun.
one thing you got to do. You got to avoid those guardians. But
So,
yeah,
real quick, you said you've done 16 shrines.
yep,
And you're about to do the first Divine Beast.
yep.
I kind of want to see where everybody else is at in this game. Real quick, like, how many shrines have you
54 shrines.
Wow.
106 Korok seeds.
Okay.
Damn.
A little more than half the map is unlocked.
All right. How many
I've done 2 of the major things in the
Divine
game.
Beast?
Yeah.
Whoa, there are that
And
many Korok seeds? Jesus
There's
Christ.
there's
There's
900.
900 of them.
There's how
I
many?
found 3. 900.
900 of the Korok seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my favorite moment.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. The first time I came
Send me
across
a
the
bit.
Korok seeds was completely by accident as I was going through, and I
Me
went through
too.
the center of
Pretty
this
much
fucking
all are.
water pond and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 900 of them.
I have
Wow.
a question. All you guys are off the plateau, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was on the plateau for like, I think 5-6 hours.
I spent like 4 hours on it.
I lost. I didn't find the first shrine on there for like 4 hours into
Oh,
it.
wow. Okay.
I didn't even,
Really?
I completely somehow got rid of my like mission thing
Oh.
off the map or something. So I was like wandering around like,
No, that's,
But,
that's fascinating, man. It took you 4 hours to try to find the first shrine, huh?
yeah. Well, by the time I realized, oh, I'm supposed to be looking for a shrine. I guess I just got lost like playing in that plateau. But like, really quick, I was gonna ask you though is, so the old man who gives you the parasail.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever tried to go back to see if he's there? Because I feel like he's gone. I haven't looked, but I feel like he just disappears or something.
I think he's
He's
gone.
not in the... He's
Kind of
not,
like in the first Zelda game. I was just thinking.
yeah,
about that
he's
guy,
not in the
'cause,
temple, and he's not in the tower.
He's not.
Yeah.
You went up to the top.
I
Oh,
go
no.
back there to do my praise, to get my...
Oh, wow.
my shrine, my
Okay.
hearts.
Yep.
I know he's not by the. I know he's not by his like fire, but there's always
Yeah.
an apple there waiting for you. Like,
Yeah.
you
Oh yeah, there's
put
always a
there,
baked
so-
apple. Yeah.
Yeah, baked apple.
I
Yeah.
mean, isn't he actually a ghost?
Oh,
I think
yeah,
that's what was revealed when
Yeah, he
you
is.
got the thing.
Hey, well, he was there. Why is he
So-
gone? You know.
Well, he's
I
maybe
mean,
he's
I don't
everywhere,
know.
Justin.
I think his whole reason to be there was to kind of
That was
test
his
you and
last. Yeah. I
then
got
give you
Unfinished
that.
business.
Yeah, I mean, he may pop up again. I don't know, but
Yes.
the whole time you're talking about it, I'm like, I think he's supposed to just like have disappeared. Like he became
That's
astral
right.
at that point.
Yeah.
I mean,
Guess
it'd be
I've gotten
cool if he
so
came
lost
back
in
again.
Shrines, I forgot about that. He is a ghost. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I remember he dissipates in front of you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Tyler, how many
It's
shrines
been a
have
while.
you found, dude?
I think it just did 30 or 31 just
Okay.
now. Yeah, I got 3 Korok seeds, and I've beaten Ruta, the one Divine Beast. What about you, Troy?
I think I've got 16 of the shrines.
Oh.
I don't know how many Korok seeds. I've got a few. And I am, story-wise, I'm exactly where I was last time. I just left the research center, and I'm on my way back to see Impa for the second time. But at this point, I got sidetracked on the way, and I'm now trying to climb a mountain so I can get to a shrine.
Well, that's,
Yeah.
that's
So basically,
pretty-
yeah, anytime my
speaking
shrine meter goes off, it's like, oh, I need to go find this shrine because
Oh,
I'm
man.
just enthralled with the shrines.
Speaking of
But yeah, I'm
Impa,
like
I need to
super
go back and
early
check
in
on
the. I think I've only got like 3 sections of the map unlocked. The plateau, that first section you go into where you go see Impa, and then the next section where the research center's at. Those are the only 3 sections of the map that I have unlocked.
I have
Cool.
not
Okay.
even met
That's cool.
Impa
There's so
yet
much
in this
mystery.
game, dude. I've just went through. I've just been exploring different things, and I just happened to stumble
Holy
across
crap.
Prince Sidon. You know, like, and all of a sudden it's like
Huh.
some of his disciples and stuff like that. Then I went through the whole trek to try to like get to.
Disciples.
just to go through and just fucking just get like through the path without being electrocuted by fucking electric attack enemies and stuff. Okay, that was the pain in the ass because you can't.
Yeah.
In that certain spot, you can't climb on the cliffs because you slide because the rain.
Because it's wet.
Raining.
Yeah.
Wet on the cliffs, and you have to go through manually.
So moist.
And I ended up finding a way around it to avoid all the enemies somehow. And I finally get to the Zora's domain. I went through the whole spiel there. Then I went through like the Divine Beast Ruta. I did that did that kind of battle. Now I'm inside the thing. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to be doing next.
Huh.
But
That's nuts. Yeah, you took a completely different route.
I think that's the beautiful part about this game. It's like every one of us have had something different that we've done. None of us have done the same thing, you know? Nothing too linear. I mean, each of us has like a branching path. I mean, Justin did his own thing. I mean, you've done your own thing, Troy, and then like Tyler did his own thing. It's like I have literally went through. I found maybe 2 Korok seeds because it's not as easy for me to spot out some of the lesser likely spots. But I'll tell you what. Today,
I always come across little things, and it's like, well, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I bet there's a Korok seed there. Like, when I was climbing up the mountain to get to the shrines that are on top of the mountain,
Yep.
it was like, I'm on top of a hill,
found
and
that
there's,
one.
like, these... The little things that are down at the bottom, and there's this giant boulder. I'm like, I bet I need to push this boulder down and get it between those 2 trees. And sure enough, I did that,
just
and there was a
found that
Korok
one,
seed.
dude. It's crazy. I just found that one. I've been playing for like 70 hours now.
dude,
I get so
It's been
delighted
happening
every
a lot.
time like something like that happens. Every time one of those little Korok things pops up and he's all like, yeah, I was like, I
Yeah.
just get so happy inside.
And it makes that
Maracas.
area feel a little happier.
Yeah.
when you
dude,
see 'em up
that's
there
cool.
hanging
I
out.
literally encountered a shrine that was surrounded entirely by thorns. And
Yep,
the thing
yep.
about it
Yep.
was you couldn't transverse it unless you had like a fire arrow or something with you that'll actually burn the entirety
one way.
of the thing.
So I
didn't
was
think
just
about
talking.
that.
It's funny. So Justin and I were talking about. Spent a lot of time, obviously, talking about Zelda earlier today, and I was mentioning like I didn't understand. I'm assuming the one right by the stable is the one you're talking about.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So I found that one, and I'm like, that's weird. Maybe I have to get something later to do that. And so I went on. And that was like 3-4 hours into the game, and then maybe like 5 or 6. And so I went on, did a bunch of other stuff, and I found another one that was like that. But I just saw the shrine from the top of a cliff. So I paraglided down to it.
That's how I got to that one.
Wow.
Okay.
I paraglided
Me too.
down
Yeah,
to that one.
me
I
too.
didn't
So-
burn the thorns at
That's
all.
cool. You
Yeah.
burned him though. Like I didn't know. I didn't even think about burning them.
I didn't think you could because it was in water. So that's the reason I didn't think I didn't do the fire thing. But yeah, I paraglided down to one of them up top cliff, and it was like popping in as I was
Yeah.
getting closer, and then as I went to go land, the thorns popped in. So I didn't even know the thorns were there. And I'm like,
Huh.
oh shit,
Oh, it's
that one from 15 hours ago I saw. I can just paraglide from the cliff. So there's a cliff off to the side that you can just paraglide down to get there.
Oh.
I got a horse. I named him Gables.
Oh, for God's
Oh.
sakes.
It's a pretty cool horse. It's big and black, just like I like him. Just like my Gables. Sorry. Yeah, no. So my question is, when you guys go in to play this game, like when you turn it on to go play it, like, do you guys have a goal in mind of what you want to do, like in that play session or overall for the game, or are you just like traveling, just going off in a direction and doing shit?
A mixture of
yeah.
all the above. Right now, I'm thinking about it, and there's something I want to do. I know what it is,
Yeah.
and like I had a whole bunch of those add up. Like I was telling him, like I think last night I had like a bunch of stuff kind of. Oh yeah, I kind of put that on the back burner. Kind of put it on the back burner. Then like I hit like a perfect moment in the game where like it was all aligned. Like 20 different things. I got all these things finished, and it wasn't like I was like, this is what I'm doing, and if I don't do this, I'm not going to stop, or like I'm not going to give up. It just happened that way, like naturally, for me, anyways.
Well, what I like...
What about?
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
What I like about the game so far is there's not really any pressure to get anything completed or anything. You're just free to do and complete whatever the hell you want. For me, it's like I really don't... I'm not really focusing on too much of anything like main quest related right now. If I come across them and stumble across them, I will and try to go through them.
Mm-hmm.
But my main objective is to try to help level up Link as quickly as possible by going through some of these shrines, by getting the heart containers, by getting the stamina meters, because I'm having so much fun just exploring the land of Hyrule. That thing is just so amazing because of how rich and in depth and how deep a lot of this stuff is, from the resources you collect, from the creatures you're finding, and like the various secrets that you can find throughout there. Hell, just today I went through I went through and I found a shrine that's in the middle of this fucking ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Like right at the end, like where this palm like beach related thing is at and stuff, and I'm trying to find a way around so I can just go and see if I can paraglide. Hell, there was one part a couple nights ago where I jumped off one of the little like towers or something by the desert, and I noticed there was a group of horses, and I glided all the way down, and I landed on top of a horse only for it to buck me off. It was this black horse, dude. It was one of these advanced level horses.
Gables.
Yeah. You took my horse, you son of a bitch.
I was just telling Tyler one of the first things I like to do with a game like this is kind of just test things. If it comes to me, like, what can you do in this game? And I jumped off a top of a mountain, glided a little bit, and I knew I had a horse. I just want to see. I landed on that horse and like just, and just took off. And kind of like what's really cool if you have a horse and you call him.
Yeah.
And, it's kind of like it reminds me like on Batman, the newest Batman game, Dark Knight.
Oh yeah.
Or is that it? Dark Knight.
Oh,
The
just the Batmobile comes.
It right before that. You push
Arkham
A,
Knight,
you'll
the
swing
newest
around
one.
and be on top like really
Yeah.
fast. Like it's just cool like that, like quick, and it's already running.
Yeah.
This little touch.
That's one thing.
That.
That's one thing about this game, though, is like it reminds me a lot of Metal Gear Solid 5 in that like it's like one of those. It's like I wonder if I can do this. Like I wonder if the developers thought to incorporate that, and sure enough, usually they have. So it's kind of like they've given you a tool set, and you can kind of figure out your own way through it. It's like I didn't know, just like Justin, I didn't know that we could burn those thorns to get to that shrine. I just found a high point and glided down to it and circumnavigated where the thorns were at, where Gables decided, hey, maybe I can set those things on fire and burn them away, and I would have not thought to do that. So like it in a lot of ways it's just like Metal Gear, where it's like they've created the tool set for you, and now it's up to you how you want to use that to achieve the goals.
Holy shit, I was unaware that Metal Gear Solid 5 was just like this, in terms of experimentation. That's actually going to make me think about doing
it's amazing.
It's got a sweet layer.
Metal Gear Solid 5 is dope as hell.
Yeah, it was
but yeah, so it's to the original question of how we're playing the game. Like, I have an actual checkpoint marker on my map because I've been following the story quest, so it's like I'm supposed to go back and see Impa. So now I'm making my way from the mountaintop research laboratory, and I'm heading in that general direction, but along the way I'm allowing myself to kind of go off on the side. I'm taking pictures for my my little Sheikah tablet thing, my Historia thing. Yeah, and I'm doing that, and I'm if my little thing goes off that there's a shrine nearby, I'm off trying to find the shrine, or I'm just kind of like just letting myself go, have a general idea of the direction I'm heading, but not necessarily like mainlining on the way to get to there. So that's basically how I'm playing it.
Learning the land is really cool.
Yeah,
and I'm becoming more familiar with it. But even when I think I'm familiar with it, I'll find like a chunk that seems really small on the map, maybe, but it's pretty large. Like I've never been here, never set foot here, never seen this. I've walked past this, I don't know how many times, but
yeah, it's one of those things like you'll walk past an area and be like, I just now noticed that the side of that mountain is all cracked and I can blow it up.
I noticed that one.
I found a shrine hidden in a cave in the wall because the wall was all cracked. But I don't know how many times I'd been in that area and it just never noticed that the wall was cracked and I could blow it open.
Wasn't that like around the beginning point of the area right next to the Temple of Time? Because that was basically what I stumbled upon accident today while I go to the Shrine of Resurrection. Because I went try to go to the Temple of Time, and I noticed as I was climbing through some of the cliffs that there's something with a crack here. It's like, hey, I wonder if I put a bomb down, what's going to happen? And all of a sudden, sure enough, I uncovered a hidden chest that's inside this cave, and I just went through and I got some resources from it. Like, whoa.
I don't know if I found that one.
Oh,
there's probably a lot, even on the plateau, I have not discovered.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's a question I have for all you guys. It's like, have you used any amiibo yet?
Yes.
No.
I did it. I did all the ones. I did them all, just the one time, and my biggest. I would use them more often, but my complaint is it's just the whole process is just, it takes a little too long.
Does it?
Yeah, it's just like you gotta load them on every single time, and then press. It's like probably 20-30 seconds per one. Then they drop the stuff, and you pick the stuff up. Then you gotta do it. It's probably
you do it once a day, right?
Yeah, you can do it once a day per
It
amiibo.
automatically
So if you have
procs
every
around
amiibos,
midnight.
you can do every single one. Yeah. So if you want to do it like 11:50 at night,
But-
and then do the next ones, yeah, you can. Go ahead.
But it only works with Zelda amiibo, right?
Nope, all of them.
Oh, okay. I
But-
was like, because I haven't tried it because I don't have any Zelda amiibo. All my amiibo are just crazy random ass amiibos.
I pretty much got I pretty much got most of the Zelda amiibos besides
all the
like
Zelda ones.
two,
I have all the
3,
Zelda
or
ones
something like
except
that.
for
But there's
don't
each
have the
little
Breath of the Wild
differences to
ones.
each of them. I mean, like the Toon Link amiibo, I've used that, and it just spawns a bunch of fish in a treasure chest. That's actually pretty
Yeah.
funny. And what's
That
the
is
coolest
funny.
part is from doing that a
That's the
couple
Wind Waker
times.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
from Wind
cool.
Waker and stuff. What's funny about that is I've actually went forth, I've uncovered a couple of chests just by doing it this way, a couple nights like consecutively, and I've got like the Wind Waker tunic and the pants
Yeah.
and stuff like that, which is very cool.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
only way you can get like
You get the
the
Wind
Ocar-
Waker tunic?
Oh, you
Yeah,
get the
you
more
get
than
the-
that for specialty amiibo.
the
Yeah.
Ocarina one too. It's
It's random.
it's all random. They do. That's the only way to get the Ocarina.
Ocarina of
and
Time?
The Wind Waker one is
Oh
do those
my
ones.
gosh.
Yeah. So
Have to
basically,
open those amiibo.
the non-Zelda ones, I believe they just give you like random like food and stuff.
Random food.
But the Zelda ones have like the chest is randomized, but it's like a random of like certain things. But they do like drop the same food same flowers or whatever every single time.
Okay.
And I did do the Wolf Link once, and he died almost immediately. He only has 3 hearts, so I didn't do any of the stuff in Twilight Princess to get him stronger.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I only did it the one time, and I was just like, I don't want to sit here and put every single one on here because it would take me like an hour probably just doing that.
Yeah, I might just set out some Zelda ones.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't feel like I need to use them, especially for like the food and stuff, which is nice. But I am curious now. I do want those outfits.
That'd be a good way to get arrows. I don't know. I'm having a lot of trouble getting
I
arrows.
want the outfits.
Yeah.
I want to see Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker outfit.
Yeah. No, I mean, kind of with going back to the question though, with like what the goal is, like there's like I have a few like little minor things I want to do, like so. Literally stopped playing. I was playing it before we started recording, and Just was there, and I found like there's the dragons you randomly find. We're a spoiler. And throughout the world, and like I saw it earlier, like a few hours ago, game wise, and now I just found it and it's right there, and I kind of want to follow that and see where that leads me to. So that's one of my things I want to do, and also I feel like I'm really close to a couple other things. Like I go in with like 1 or 2 little things in mind, quick things I want to do. I'm like kind of like I can pick it up, play it for 20 minutes, put it down, but it always leads to being like 3 hours later, and I'm like all like on the other side of the map now, doing shit. But I kind of right now my main goal is so I want to get the Master Sword, and I know what I have to do to get the Master Sword. So that's my main. Trying to beeline towards that somewhat. I'm doing a decent job of doing the resources and the steps I need to take to get there. But I do get sidetracked, obviously, the dragon stuff, and just doing some weird side quests with the hide and seek of the kids. But no, I just this game is just really cool about like you guys talking about like Gables went straight towards the Zoro domain. I got hooked on and like OCD about finding all the towers, and basically spent most of last week. I'm spent about 20 hours, maybe a little more on this game. I spent most of my Sunday last week just like getting like I got like 5 or 6 towers and like 1 playthrough, and did all the shrines I could find. I found 1 shrine that was like really hard to get to, and I went in there, and all it was just like, hey, like the basically the challenge was getting there. So here's the chest, and here's your orb, and like there was no puzzle, there was no fight, there was nothing. It was just like, there you go, and that was really cool. Bumping into a guy that's in love with a machine was an interesting thing. It's really cool.
A lot of interesting characters.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, especially some like little Easter egg things from past Zelda games, dude. It's like
And
encountering
the names of places on the map.
Yeah, exactly, like the Lake of Ruto and stuff like that. Also, that's the thing. That's like the third That's like a third thing of a root. Like actually, second thing of a mention of Ruto, say in the series, because there's actually a town in Zelda 2 that's like the town of Ruto. Because the thing about it is, like in Zelda 2, there's like like there's each town or some main towns are named after like the 6 sages and stuff. So you have like Ruto and stuff, and like Naburu and blah 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 and so on and so forth. But inside the Breath of the Wild, it's like there's the Lake of Ruto, and even one of the merchants, Beetle from Wind Waker, he's in there.
Beetle.
Yeah.
Is Tingle in the game? That's what I want. That's the
I
most
don't
important
know,
question.
and that's going to be interesting to see if there actually is any more like references
Tingle.
from like Majora's Mask or Wind Waker.
I
or something
will
like
say
that.
there's definitely a reference.
Oh yeah.
Fuck. God damn it. I don't know if people know this. Justin knows this. I was very obsessed with Tingle, even though I never played Majora's Mask.
He's cool as fuck.
In high school. Like, oddly obsessed. I
He's
remember
weirdly
playing Wind
obsessed
Waker with Justin. I used the Game Boy Advance. I had to play as Tingle. And I kept
Dropping bombs.
I kept dropping bombs 10 rupees at a time, wasting all of Justin's money.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you know, well,
There was nothing there to bomb.
I killed that moblin that unnecessarily didn't need me to kill, but goddamn it, he's dead. I did that. Shut up. Get over it. Yeah.
I forgot you could do that. It was funny.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I just it's just cool. Like, this is one of those rare games where I watch the Giant Bomb's Quick Look. I've watched a few episodes of Game Grumps playing the game.
Oh yeah.
I've watched Kind of Funny had a Patreon exclusive where they played the game for an hour and they talked about the game. And I just love, like, I'm not trying to spoil a lot of things. Like, I like hearing other people's story though. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to know anything about Ganon. I love the fact I haven't seen Ganon. I don't know what he looks like. I don't want to know what he looks like. I don't want to know until I get there. But I just love hearing everybody's story, and that's like kind of like,
It's one of those things
Dude.
that's hard not to want to hear.
yeah.
Dude,
Let's
it's
think
You know what's kind of cool? I actually haven't seen the video of it, but I know it exists. Is I think, is it IGN that plays where they
split
basically, yeah, they split the Joy-Con,
Yes.
so one guy has one Joy-Con, the other one has the other, and then they play.
Yeah.
That's actually a super dope concept.
It
Oh,
actually
that's really
is.
fucking
There's
cool.
probably gonna be a lot of people doing that.
I don't want to kind of see that.
I've
Wow.
heard it's pretty cool. A Link Together, I think it's
I want
called.
to do like one of those major tests of strength, like that one.
Oh, dude.
That was Justin just watched me do one. That was super. That was the first one I done. That was. I don't think I took a breath for about 7 minutes.
Yeah, it was.
Doing that. Yeah, it was tough.
But you learned something from it.
Yeah, but it's just it definitely is like, and that was something actually when Justin and I were bullshitting earlier when we were playing frisbee golf or trying to. We actually Metal Gear Solid 5 was mentioned a few times, but yeah, like this is the most I haven't felt that about a game since Metal Gear Solid 5, where it's just like the discovery of like what you can do,
Yeah.
and like just hearing what other people have done is just so cool. Like I said, I don't want anything like major spoiled for me. Story wise, I don't want anything spoiled for me, but everything else, I think is just it's so cool, and like I'm getting like mad about like I'm like how the like I see people playing the game and they have like 8,000 rupees. I'm like, how the fuck? I'm put 20 hours in this game. I think I found that like 18 rupees, and the rest of them I just sold shit. Like that's all I've got. Most like this is bullshit. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's cool. I would like to like we've been. I think this is the first time in 200 episodes of doing this podcast that we've actually like everybody was playing the same game at the same time.
exactly.
Like, just,
I
It's
think
never
so, for sure.
happened.
I don't think it's like there's
And
been
we're all like enjoying it in different ways. And
Yeah.
talking about it.
um
And we're all in different places in it.
yeah it's just like we're all in like different chunks of the map. Like it's I think that's cool. Like the game, all four of us have found a game that we really enjoy. We do it at the same time. Like we've all played a lot of the same games, but usually it's different times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think I would like that maybe down the road when like we're all said and done with this game, whether it's a month from now, it's next week, this summer,
Yeah.
2019, whatever it could
Yeah.
be. I would think it'd be fun to do like a just Zelda podcast and just like
I'm totally
spoil the
down for
shit
that.
out of it, talk about our entire journeys when we're done with it. Now I don't want to do it when 3 people are
Have
done with it. Or,
different, warnings.
Yeah.
For everybody.
yeah, definitely. It could, yeah, like I said, whenever. I don't care if it's July.
That is a
Or-
fantastic idea.
I
Yeah.
love that idea.
Yeah, I usually don't want to do that kind of thing
I
with a
could
game.
Talk
and
about Zelda forever.
yeah,
Any Zelda game.
Justin and I
Most Zelda
spent just 6 hours today talking about Zelda before we even did this podcast, and we were still like talking about cool and not telling the same story over
Yeah.
again. So, yeah, Troy, do you have anything you want to say at all?
No, I mean, I think I've said what I
Okay.
am less into it than you guys are. So I mean, yeah, I mean, it's a great game. I mean, I think I've said my piece of what I know of it so far. It's pretty amazing, and I look forward to jumping back into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danganronpa
too.
over there has been shouting out to me, and it's tempting.
Oh, I just this week got the entire Kingdom Hearts collection
that's
on
right.
PS4. So
Nice.
I'm
The
kind
entire
of looking
collection?
forward to diving into
Wow.
that as well, because I've never ever played a Kingdom Hearts game.
I
I
kind of
never have either.
that might be my summer game.
It's
I
been-
might, I have a lot of summer
It's
games.
literally-
Oh, there's so many games. I was watching the Giant Bomb quick look of Nier Automata, and that's a game that
I
like
know.
looks
That
like a
looks
game I'd totally
great.
like to jump into. And Persona 5 and freaking Horizon Zero Dawn. There's so many amazing games.
Well-received games. In
Praise coming out.
First quarter of a
Yeah.
year.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys. Here's
I saw
something.
Resident Evil 7.
There's the thing about this year in general that I've been actually researching about. I've had like a little theory about video game releases inside the past 30 years upon certain dates. And the thing about it is, for each year that's ended in like a 7,
7.
there has been major games that have
Oh.
released that have redefined the genre of like specific types of video games and stuff, from all the way back from like 1987 up to around now 2017. Because here's the thing about it: back in like around 1987, you had games like The Legend of Zelda, you had games like Punch Out and stuff like that that help like expand the video game things. Then like around games from 1997, you had Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Final Fantasy VII, and like Mario Kart 64, and like these different types of things. And then if you flash forward again another 10 years, it's like
2007.
2007, which you had
Mario
Bioshock,
Galaxy.
Mass Effect. You had things like, say, the Orange Box, even Portal. That
Yeah,
was a game released there too. What I'm saying,
Rock Band, Call of Duty 4.
that's the thing.
Like
yeah.
Justin said, Mario Galaxy.
What I'm saying is, every 10 years, there seems to be, like, some sort of crazy, inventive, like genre-defining games that have been all of a sudden released in a bulk inside of 1 year. And I feel this year has been
The
one of them.
original Grand Theft Auto came out in 1997.
There
Yes,
you go.
PlayStation
along with
1.
Gran Turismo.
I love the
think.
original too.
Actually, Gran
That's
Turismo?
cool.
Yeah, I think so. Gran Turismo,
That's
97.
You know what? So far this year, you can really Resident Evil 7.
The
Zelda.
first Fallout came out in 1997.
True,
Holy
too.
shit!
That's very
Really?
true.
Yep.
They've been around that long? Holy crap.
Yeah.
20 years?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Is that 20 years?
Going into
GoldenEye
it,
007
20
was
years,
another
20 years ago.
1997 game.
Wow, GoldenEye.
Exactly.
Holy crap.
I thought it was. I was going to ask you if it was 97. Zelda Ocarina of Time was 98, wasn't it?
Yep.
Because here's what I'm saying right now. In this year of 2017, we've had a glut of great games that have come out that a lot of people probably wouldn't have expected were gonna be this good. You had Resident Evil 7. That's the big bang, because people thought from coming off of
Beginning.
Resident Evil 6 that it wasn't gonna be as great. But yeah, you had Resident Evil 7. You have Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. You have Horizon Zero Dawn, Nier Automata. You also have Persona 5, which is getting rave reviews. Even games like that are not like you wouldn't think about, like, say, MLB 17 The Show. That's actually getting really good, favorable reviews from the retailers and like outlets as well.
Neo.
Neo.
You say Neo.
Yes, exactly. Neo is another one of those things. Team Ninja made a
Yeah.
fantastic sort of Dark Souls-like game that is really fun and actually really intuitive. So look at what else.
2007 was another amazing year. BioShock, Modern Warfare.
Exactly.
Portal.
Yep.
The Witcher, the first The Witcher, the game.
Super Mario
Rock
Galaxy.
Band.
My favorite
Rock Band
game
came out
of
in
that
2007.
generation too.
Yep. Super Mario Galaxy, the first Assassin's Creed, the first Uncharted.
Yep.
Mass Effect.
Wow.
Yeah, you think
Yeah.
about you just think about the rest of this year. You're looking at like Splatoon 2,
Yep.
South Park, Mario Odyssey,
Yep.
Destiny 2. If you want to go that route, and that's just we don't even E3's not even here yet. So
It just kind of confirms more or less every 10 years we get crazy ass things like that have happened that have been repeating every 10 years from like 1987. It's just funny.
It'll be hard to beat 1987. Punch Out, Contra, first Final Fantasy, Double Dragon, Castlevania 2, Zelda 2. Let's see what else came out. Blades of Steel.
Ooh.
Maniac Mansion. Dude. Yeah.
Did NHL 94 come out in 1987?
I don't think
I'll tell
so.
you this
Damn
right
it.
now. Also, in 2007 was that last E3 that all these crazy ass sort of like games that we would go on to like say, go and recognize as sort of like classics down the line. Because I know like E3 of like 2007 or something like that, we saw introductions of specific games and stuff like that.
The greatest game of all time, The Last Guardian, was announced at E3 2007.
That's true.
I just want to point that out.
That's very
Point that
true,
out.
Jeff.
That's a
Tyler.
fact.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, who would have known that it would have released in 2016, a mere like 9 years
Right.
later?
It started 2017, 26 days early.
Oh my gosh!
So
but
really, Last Guardian got the ball rolling.
what I'm saying is, this is
Friday
probably the
13th
best
coming out?
time to be a gamer at this point in time. And not only that, but E3 is probably going to be something that we are not even going to expect being something
Yeah,
out of left field.
I'm very excited for E3.
Oh, it's Scorpio. That's going to be a thing.
Well, Scorpio is going to be a thing as
Yeah,
well.
Scorpio's going to be a
But
thing.
I think it's going to be
We have to
second
switch this
fiddle
year.
in comparison to say what maybe Sony has to release or what Nintendo has. I mean, fuck. We already have rumors that Nintendo is going to try to have something big and all these new IP stuff, possibly. Who knows?
Mother 3.
Oh, that'd be
Dude.
interesting, dude.
So want to play that.
Oh, I know. It's a really
I love
good
Earthbound.
game. I mean, I've heard a lot of great stuff about Mother 3.
That game. So when I was going through my,
Earthbound.
I want to point this out. I was going through looking at some of the old. When I was going through looking at the notes from our old podcast.
Yeah.
There was a podcast from mid 2015 before Justin was on the damn show, where we talked about the Mother 3 rumor coming to the West.
Yes.
Yep.
So that thing's been rumored to come here for like, this is your guys' Last Guardian.
I think it was almost going to
Yep.
happen a couple times, like for sure.
Yeah.
They've
But
teased
they're
it.
just like, let's just wait.
Not
Yeah.
only have they
Just wait
teased
for
it through
some
that
makes sense
time, but
or
they've
whatever.
actually released, like, say,
Guys, Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out this year.
Oh,
Oh,
you
yeah,
mentioned
yeah,
that?
I'm actually.
I actually
I
forgot
did
about
not
that.
play the first one. I'm actually really excited about that game.
I don't care about Rockstar games. Except unless it's Bully.
I love Western style.
Did
like,
Bully come out in 2007? No, it didn't. That was like
I
2000. That was
I love
2005.
Wild West.
That was
I don't
2005.
know. I
stuff.
think that was 2005.
I played it on PS2.
Jesus
Christ.
Christ, dude.
The best Rockstar game ever made, by the way.
Never played it. I like Grand Theft Auto 5 a lot.
Yeah, it sucks. Compared to Bully. Most things do, though. It's alright. Yeah.
It's funny.
I'm being serious, Justin.
I know.
You could throw snowballs at fucking jocks. Can you do that in Grand Theft Auto 5?
I don't know. Probably not.
Throw hand grenades at jocks.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can go to actual strip
I get-
clubs and get lap
What
dances.
game? What? Okay, here's a little trivia. What game? Kind of something to do with the game coming out this year. You probably know this really fast. What game can you pee on a snowball and throw it?
South Park?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, from the original N64.
64.
And
Yes.
PlayStation.
That game was
I think.
terrible.
Yeah.
It was awesome when I played it, but now when I play it, it is so bad looking.
Yeah.
Like you can't see 6 feet; it's all cloudy. Like
Well, to
hazy.
be perfectly honest, that game was terrible even back then, but that's just my opinion.
Oh,
The chef trivia
I
game was
enjoyed it.
better.
Yeah, the trivia game probably was
But
better.
also the kart racing game was
you
better.
think so?
Yeah.
Damn it. Well, I guess that game sucks.
Chef's Love Shack or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, you know what? I think we can call that an episode, guys.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Good with that.
200th episode and a good year that has already happened a little bit, and it's still coming.
Mm-hmm.
So that is cool. So
That's
it's
the
gonna
thing.
be the next
the ball's rolling.
the next 100 episodes. It's gonna be amazing. I bet. E3 came up this year, so it sounds like it's gonna be a good one.
We can
And all the
only-
games coming out. So
Like I said, man, we can only go higher from here.
yeah. So, no, we can go lower.
I don't know.
Definitely go lower.
I can invite Justin back. We can get lower. Or
Ah.
no, yeah. Sorry, love you, Justin. Jake's not around, so we gotta make you mad. One of these days I'm gonna make him mad in the podcast.
I don't think that'll be possible.
Oh, well, I'll talk so much shit about Zelda. It's not even funny.
Oh, what the?
Well, I'll continue in the Salt
I
of
went
Wii.
back and played Ocarina of Time. It sucks.
It does. I'm gonna just talk shit about Skyward Sword. That's what I'll do.
Don't you dare.
You know what?
I'll do it.
I think just for Justin or something like that, I should play through the entirety of Skyward Sword and give my honest to God impressions of it. And if I end if I end up hating the game, I am going to absolutely tear the shit out of it. I'm just saying.
I gotta tell you something. Do me a favor. Don't play it on your HD TV. Hook it up.
Fuck that.
To your regular TV if you have one. You might not even have one anymore.
I don't even have a CRT.
But it will look like shit on your.
I have component cables. That'll help, a little bit.
Yeah,
I couldn't
even
hook my Wii
it
up to the
looked
damn
really
thing.
good on my old TV.
Well, I could
play
just
like on my new TV. It's like, ugh.
I could just play it on the Wii U.
It's not like
That's just me.
I could.
Same thing on there. It's the same thing because it's a Wii inside there.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I'm gonna do,
It doesn't
Justin.
look any better on there.
I'm gonna hate play Skyward Sword.
With your left hand, or
Yeah.
are you gonna become right-handed?
No, I'm gonna play it left-handed. I'm gonna hate the entire
That
thing.
will suck.
I'm gonna
it'll be
record
completely
myself.
Backwards to what
I'm gonna
everything
record
else
myself
you
playing
use.
it, and I'm gonna make you watch every single. moment of it.
That sucks because it assumes that you're right-handed.
Yep.
I can't play the game,
and it doesn't
Well-
give you any left-handed options.
You
No.
can, but it doesn't logically make sense because you're used to like controlling him a normal controller that way anyway. So even if he goes left-handed, it's still backwards to what he's used to playing the game.
That's crazy.
Fuck.
There's
Okay,
a
I'm
right
left-handed
stick.
too. That's gonna suck.
I'm left-handed
Oh,
as
it
well,
does
but I
suck. So
never
you
really
definitely
had
never
any
played this
issue
game.
with that, to be perfectly honest. But
Here's what we'll
You're
do.
left-handed too? Whoa.
yes.
All three of you guys are left-handed but me?
Yeah, 75%
That's
of the
super
podcast.
fun.
is
But that's the
rare.
thing, Justin. It's
Yeah.
like I don't play.
Right?
So,
Like
play
it's like
opposite.
10% of the population is left-handed, but 75% of the
strange.
population of this podcast is left-handed.
Yep.
That is
Well, the
weird.
thing about it, Justin, is like
Tables
whenever I
turn.
played Wii games
like
and
a
stuff, I
minority.
don't play left-handed. I play right-handed. So that's basically
Yeah, I can see
how I
that. So
play
like
games.
I use my mouse in my right hand just like a normal.
me
So
too.
yeah, I mean I could probably adapt to it and be all right.
I think you could.
There's certain
but
things in life.
There's some things in that game that
I've been living in a right-handed world my whole life. I can adapt.
But not insanely like all over the place, but some things you do I think pretty.
I'm a material girl in a material world.
I think you guys could do it though.
No.
Cool. I actually own it, and I didn't play it because I didn't have a Wii Motion Plus. I just had a standard Wiimote. But I bought the game for like stupid cheap, and it came with the soundtrack CD, so I went and bought
awesome.
it. But now I actually have the Wiimote Plus adapters for my Wiimote, so I can totally
That's
go
what
back
you
and
need.
play
It
that.
works pretty damn
Justin, I have an idea.
good. Yo.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play through Skyward Sword together. You're gonna hold the Wii remote. I'll hold the nunchuck.
Okay. That'd be awesome.
That's how we'll play the game.
That's the only Zelda game that I completed.
Cheek
then
to
the
cheek.
next day started it and completed it again. On the I love that game so much that I just was, I want to play this again. And there's things about it now, especially playing like Breath of the Wild. It's like some things might be kind of hard to go back to and play Zelda that way. It's so different. But there's still so much cool things in that.
I can't wait to hate that game so much.
It's the same director that did Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
I mean, that did that game, did Breath of the Wild. I don't know his name.
I see it in my mind. I just can't pronounce it. 'Cause I watched those.
It's not the guy you usually see, not Eiji Aonuma.
Oh, it's not.
He's
Okay.
like he's not a director anymore. He's moved up from that too.
Oh, okay.
He's like what Miyamoto was to like Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
He's like a producer, I think now.
Oh, okay.
I think,
Okay.
but yeah,
I know that.
same dude.
Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for listening, and listening. And if you've been made with us from the beginning, thank you for sticking with us. And if you listened to us somewhere in between, whether it was episode 2, 100, 199, now, we appreciate it. We did 199 more episodes than I ever thought we would do, so that's good, especially after that first time of recording and Gables didn't hit record.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. But yeah.
Oh
like I
wait,
said-
we're supposed to be recording this?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh.
I was hanging out.
Yeah. No, I actually don't release these. It's just I just do this just so I have people will talk to me. We don't tell Justin though. Anyways, thank you guys once again so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed that Zelda talk. If not, if you haven't played the game, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Go play the fucking game. It's amazing. But anyways, if you guys want to hear more from us, we're on Facebook. We have a page and group. It is Drunk-Nerds. So like and join us on there. On YouTube, it is Drunk-Nerds on there as well. So subscribe to us and like our videos. The podcast goes in there.
Skyward Sword is a structured masterpiece.
No. My penis is a structured masterpiece.
That's getting edited out.
Nope. I'm editing in harder. Where was I at? God damn it.
Just that looped over and over.
Yeah.
again.
I'll just do an hour and a half of that.
Facebook.
That'll be a podcast.
YouTube.
I think was the last thing you talked about.
Facebook, yes. YouTube, subscribe to us on there, Drunk-Nerds. Like our videos. Tell friends. And also on Twitch. Twitter. Drunk Nerds Pod on there, on Twitter, so follow us on there. And on Twitch, Drunk Nerds Podcast, which you will follow on there?
Yes.
Yes! 3 weeks in a row. I'm getting so good at this. Holy shit, guys. I got it. By episode 300, I'll have it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. I was your host, as always. I was Tyler.
That was Troy.
Ooh.
And, of course, the Legend of Gables continues on.
The man, the myth, the legend himself.
Beast.
So, until next week, everyone, happy gaming.
Peace out.
And don't do
Don't
anything
drink and
else shitty.
Don't buy
sit your
Skyward
pants,
Sword.
boy.
That's
Oh.
what it is.
Friends, don't let friends buy Skyward Sword. No.
Skyward Sword.
Or play Resident Evil 6 alone.
Oh, that too. I mean, oh god, that. Ugh.
Resident Evil 6 should be banished. From
Gables,
the
will you play
land.
Resident Evil 6 with me?
Yes, I just need to get Resident
Thank
Evil
you.
6 on the PS4.
Oh, yeah. Because I bought it on there to play with you, and you bought it on
yes,
Xbox One.
yes, and I will commit. I will commit the right from writing that wrong. Anyway.
And Destiny. You agreed. Love you guys. Bye.
God.
Excuse me. You too many beers there. Anyways, we're on iTunes now, so go on there, check us out, and if you like us, leave us a review, and we'll even shout you out. And Jack will send you his credit card number.